Hi, my name's Richard Duffy and I'm the SAP Business One Product Evangelist, and I'm part of the SAP Global Small and Mid-Size Enterprise team. On behalf of SAP and all of our partners, I'd like to welcome you to today's presentation. What I'm going to do is give you a little bit of an overview of SAP Business One. I'm going to talk about the application, I'm going to talk about the challenges that SAP Business One was built to address, and then we're going to talk about a number of the different ways that SAP Business One can be deployed. Then I'm going to take you through a little bit of a demonstration of the solution, and then we'll wrap up by talking about what are the next steps that you can take if you'd like to look at SAP Business One in a little bit more detail.
If you're a small business in today's marketplace, you're facing more challenges than ever.
SAP
helps McCroskey Mattress Company, Vision 33,
run better.
SAP has the formula for success. Those who want to run better need to run one. SAP Business One.
It's really helping me be a better manager.
SAP Business One is a single, affordable application designed exclusively for small businesses that want to fully integrate their operations and grow profitably.
We became one company, though multi-divisional, under one database. Covers a whole farm to fork of the life cycle within our organization.
Business One far exceeds the functionality we will need for the next 20 years.
It's the ideal solution for those looking to connect end-to-end processes with one product that's complete, scalable, and priced right.
It is super easy to learn, very quick to implement, and it's easy to run.
Even subsidiaries of big companies use Business One.
SAP Business One supports everything we do as a business in a unified, integrated, consistent way.
Now all our inventory data and receivables data are in sync.
Now I can easily see in the system how the business is running, and now I do the same job in less time.
SAP Business One was reasonably priced and offered full functionality, great flexibility, and excellent stability.
We've achieved so much with SAP. We've grown 30 to 40% per year. Join the community of over 30,000 businesses who have found the right solution for their small business needs.
Business One, the return on investment, it's an evolving, ongoing process that enables us to manage the business better.
SAP Business One, helping businesses run better.
So let's talk a little bit about SAP as an organization, because I think it's important to understand the company that stands behind the SAP Business One application. SAP was founded in 1972 and today employs more than 64,000 people around the world. SAP is recognized as the #1 provider of enterprise resource planning software in the world, and is the #1 largest software vendor in Europe and #4 worldwide. In 2012, SAP had 16 billion euros in sales revenue. We have sales and development locations in more than 75 countries and a partner network with more than 11,500 SAP partner companies who get up every morning and eat, sleep, and breathe SAP solutions and delivering those solutions to their customers. Around about 80% of SAP's 232,000 customers are small and mid-sized enterprises just like yours. And interestingly, SAP has tripled its small and mid-sized enterprise customer base in the last 3 years. So why do I tell you about these things? Why is it important to understand a little bit about SAP and our organization? Well, fundamentally, what our customers tell us is when they're looking to choose a business management application, they're looking to buy a solution that's going to keep them going for 7 years or more. So it's important to be sure that the organization that you're purchasing a software package from is going to be there not only today, but tomorrow and 10 years from tomorrow. And certainly you'll see that SAP is well positioned to do that. So let's then talk about the products in the SAP product portfolio for small and mid-sized enterprises, because many organizations have heard of SAP And you may be one of those organizations, and you might have heard of these different SAP applications like Business All-in-One, Business by Design, or the focus of today's presentation, SAP Business One. So where do each of these applications fit? Well, most importantly, SAP Business One is SAP's solution that's specifically designed for the small enterprise market. And it can be delivered both on-premise, i.e. with a server running inside your organization and the software installed on that server, or it can be deployed on demand where you access the software over the internet. Now, you'll see that SAP Business One, from our perspective, is really positioned as our most affordable solution. It's an entry-level enterprise resource planning application, and it's ideal for growing small enterprises. It's available, as I said, on-premise or on demand, or we have a number of partners who will take over the management of all of your infrastructure around the SAP Business One deployment. And that's what we traditionally call hosting. Now, when we start to move up into the mid-sized enterprise space, well, we have two additional solutions that are available. SAP Business All-in-One, which is really positioned as our most scalable solution, and it's ideal for mid-sized enterprise companies who have very, very specific industry needs, and a hosting option is available. And then on the other side, in the on-demand side of the product portfolio, we have SAP Business by Design, which we position as our easiest to consume application for mid-sized enterprises. So it's ideal for those mid-sized enterprise companies who prefer a no IT deployment model. So Business by Design is available on demand only. But it's important to understand that there is an overlap between these products. And this is where working with one of our SAP partners is going to become very, very important for you, because those organizations will come in, sit down, work with you, and help you understand which of those solutions that I've just talked about is the right one for your organization. But as I said, there is a little bit of an overlap there, but we're going to focus in today's presentation on SAP Business One. So what I'd like to do is give you a little bit of a high level, for want of a better term, a positioning statement. If somebody came to me and said, well, what is SAP Business One and what does it do? Then I would say something like this. I would tell you that SAP Business One is an application that's designed exclusively for small enterprises, that's complete, integrated, extensible, innovative, and most importantly, truly affordable. When I say it's complete, what do I mean? All of the essential business functions that an organization needs are available out of the box, whether it's your accounting, customer relationship management, operations management, sales, marketing, service, warehousing, and so on. All of these components are available in SAP Business One and are pre-integrated, which ensures that you have complete visibility of your entire operation, and then basically helps you to have better control over your organization to run your end-to-end business processes professionally and, importantly, profitably. So the solution is integrated. As I mentioned, all those business functions come in one package, which makes it easy to set up and use, and importantly, easy to optimize, with much of that optimization already done for you. And integration with other systems is possible via our standard integration packages or open APIs. And APIs are application programming interfaces. So this gives you or your developers inside your organization or an outsourced developer the ability to take the SAP Business One solution and extend it. And that's why we say Business One is extensible. It's a flexible platform that is going to allow you to grow, and it's going to allow you to take advantage of all of these innovations that come from SAP and our partners. Now, there are 41 localizations and over 500 pre-integrated industry-specific and horizontal solutions that are available via SAP partners. So what does this mean to you? Well, you can take our standard SAP solution and take advantage of all of that core functionality that's there. But if you have very specific industry requirements, there are solutions available for you to help you address those specific industry requirements. SAP Business One, importantly, is innovative. We deliver with SAP Business One an application called the SAP Business One mobile application. And this allows you to access transactions and inquiries on SAP Business One via your mobile device. And this really provides you this concept of real-time data insight. You'll also get access to groundbreaking technologies, such as SAP's new in-memory technology called HANA, which allows you to not only run your solution even faster than before, but also gives you the ability to take advantage of all that performance and start looking at new ways of doing business, providing you with new ways of differentiating your organization to your customers and giving you new ways of beating your competition. And of course, Business One is truly affordable. You can start with a basic on-premise implementation with as little as one user. The starter package gives you that capability and includes both software and implementation from a number of partners, and that's available as a quick, low-cost, low-risk option, and that starter package has limited capacity for up to 5 users. And then, of course, there's the Business One on-demand solution, which is available on demand, i.e. you access it over the internet, no need to install any infrastructure in place in your organization, and you can access that by paying on a per user per month basis. You can start, as I said, from as little as one user, and we have organizations with hundreds of users using SAP Business One today. So that's a little bit of an overview of SAP Business One and what makes SAP Business One such a great option for a small or lower mid-sized enterprise organization. What are the components of SAP Business One? Well, we provide the core functionality that I already talked about, that complete functionality that gives you everything that you need from a business process management perspective. It has the functionality required that meets most country legal requirements, and it's extensible. On top of that, we deliver the SAP HANA in-memory database technology. That gives you the ability to not only handle very large amounts of data and also process your transactions very, very quickly. But as I mentioned, it gives you the ability to cope with whole new business scenarios that, because this technology wasn't available in the past, you would never have been able to look at those business scenarios. It delivers analytics, and of course, as I mentioned, with that speed and size of data, it delivers scalability and performance. We deliver SAP Business One both on demand and with mobile applications. And of course, with SAP Business One, we deliver out-of-the-box integration solutions for small enterprises. And not only that, but we have thousands of subsidiaries of large enterprises who've chosen SAP Business One to run all of their smaller subsidiary operations. And those subsidiaries are integrated via our integration platform with either their larger SAP Business Suite solution or another ERP solution which they may be running in their head office. While we're talking about this concept, we also have those large enterprise customers who are utilizing SAP Business One in their ecosystem. So with their suppliers and processing transactions automatically between the head office and their suppliers. But we're going to talk a little bit more about that a little later in the presentation. So what do we deliver? A core that's global and extensible for small enterprises, the SAP HANA in-memory database technology, which helps you solve that big data challenge. We deliver the solution on demand and via mobile applications, which makes it easy to consume. And we deliver that integration platform, which makes it possible for you to deliver robust integrations and do that easily with pre-built scenarios out of the box. If you look at the complete stack as it comes together, a great way of looking at this, we have the SAP Business One core, which covers our standard business processes end to end. We have our integration framework and our software developers kit, or as we now call it, the Business One Studio, that enables the solution to be enhanced by partners, or if you have the technical resources in-house, you can access that yourself. The integration framework allows you to orchestrate and manage that integration and collaboration, not only with your trading partners, but also with your subsidiaries or branch offices. Now, all of that sits on top of Microsoft SQL Server or the SAP HANA database. And we deliver full flexibility on deployment. You can have it on-premise or on demand. Sitting on top of that are our partner and SAP solutions. More than 400 partner solutions have been built on top of SAP Business One, as well as the SAP solutions which we have built, which extend out that functionality. Things like SAP Crystal Reports for your transactional reporting. Things like SAP Crystal Server, Business Intelligence on Demand, SAP Visual Intelligence, which gives you access to business intelligence tools, ways of visualizing your data, and then industry solutions, cloud extensions, and web services, plus the ability to integrate with other networks to deliver business to business, business to consumer transactions, collaboration, and so on. Wrapped around all of this is a really unique lifecycle management solution. What do I mean by lifecycle management? This is the additional software which we deliver with SAP Business One, which helps you run the software. And it helps you run the software at very low cost. So it pushes down your total cost of ownership. Example of that is what we call the remote support platform, which enables your partner and SAP, should you choose, to have access to your system to help you in the day-to-day management and operations of your solution. So what are the core business functions and capabilities? Well, you can see here's a quick snapshot of the menu, and you can see each one of these areas is covered, whether it's financials, sales opportunities, accounts receivable, accounts payable, and so on. Now, an interesting point with SAP Business One, and we'll look at this when we get into the demonstration, is that SAP Business One doesn't have a CRM module. You don't see a menu option there that says CRM. Why is that? Because the customer relationship management is built in throughout the entire system. And that's a great example of what we mean when we talk about integration. You don't need to go into a specific module for that because that functionality is there. The solution has a very high degree of usability. We get great feedback from customers who are utilizing the solution. We've integrated the SAP Business Object solutions for reporting and analysis, a universal code base, which gives us the ability to handle 41 countries' legal requirements, the integration framework with those out-of-the-box integration scenarios for doing transaction integration. As I said, the remote support platform for diagnostics and troubleshooting, the solution packager, which helps our partners easily deploy their complementary solutions. And of course, if you're using Microsoft Office, we deliver Microsoft Office integration with a particular focus on Microsoft Outlook integration. And the Business One hardware requirements are extremely inexpensive. You can run SAP Business One on any commercially available computer today. Or, of course, you can run SAP Business One on demand, where all you require is your computer and an internet connection to access your system running from a data center. I'm not going to go into every single one of these key functions in detail because, of course, you can feel free to pause the presentation and look through these in detail. But we also have solution brief documents that are available which take you through each one of these in detail. But we have the SAP Business One client, the mobile application, analytics and dashboards, and our multilingual user interface and localizations that deliver each one of these 6 key business function areas: finance, sales, service purchasing, inventory, and production. We also, as I mentioned before, have complementary solutions which extend the SAP Business One functionality. Now, we work with specifically trained and certified what we call software solution partners who have the industry expertise and the customer focus to offer you proven, affordable, industry-specific, and in many cases, horizontal solutions designed to work with SAP Business One. What's a horizontal solution? Well, this is a piece of software or an additional piece of software functionality that will work with any industry. These complementary solutions can be fully integrated into SAP Business One, and the majority are already certified by SAP. They can be deployed on-premise, on demand, or they can also be utilized with our SAP Business One version for SAP HANA, which I'll talk about in a little bit more detail. These industry solutions cover a whole range of specific industries such as automotive, consumer products, healthcare, wholesale and distribution, media, discrete and process manufacturing, and many, many more. And these horizontal extensions that I was talking about go beyond generic business needs in areas such as productivity, accounting, your enhanced customer relationship management, reporting, and mobility, just to name a few. Let's now get in and start talking specifically about the application itself. SAP Business One, our current release, is version 9.0. We've added more than 50 significant enhancements in business logic, reporting, and analytical functions. And these enhancements come about as the result of the feedback that we receive from our customers just like you. We're continuing to invest for improved performance, integration, usability, and extensibility. And what we've done, we've taken a number of applications which were complementary solutions in the past, such as fixed assets, and we've merged those back into the core of the Business One application. And that means that that functionality is even easier to deploy and easier to consume. The functional highlights, again, we've focused on delivering these key areas that are important to our customers. Many of our thousands of customers around the world sell inventory today. So we've done a lot of work focusing on enhancing that inventory functionality, delivering rich bin location management functionality, inventory counting capabilities, the ability to handle multiple units of measure with conversions, the ability to manage the entire purchasing process, creating and managing multiple price lists and discount structures, and so on. From a business infrastructure perspective, we've delivered a new implementation center, which enables you from directly inside the software to manage your entire implementation together with your partner using our pre-built and tested SAP Business One accelerated implementation program. And that entire infrastructure to help you manage that is built into the software itself. So the software helps you install it. We've done those localizations for the European Union. We've done some work around intrastat integration, but then we've also built specific functionality to meet the needs of some of those countries that have specific accounting requirements. We've enhanced the payment wizards and correction invoice functionality for those countries who need it, given you the ability to handle deferred tax on journal entries, enhanced our financial reporting and search, and many, many other areas. The extensibility, we've done a lot of work with the SAP Business One Studio, including giving you the ability to run the SAP Business One Studio in a standalone mode, which then integrates very, very tightly with SAP's Business One workflow engine, as well as delivering the SAP Business One Studio for Microsoft Visual Studio. Lifecycle and support management, well, we've enhanced and streamlined the installation and upgrade process. The remote support platform is now in our version 3, and we've taken everything that we've learned from working with customers and partners around the world, helping them to support the solution, and we brought all of that learning into version 3 of the remote support platform. We're delivering SAP Crystal Reports 2011 as our standard reporting engine in SAP Business One, and we're now delivering enhanced integration with SAP Crystal Server 2011. We have an electronic file manager, which allows you to automate the process of importing and exporting data from SAP Business One. And on the technology side, we've got a new what we call system landscape directory, which helps you manage how the software is deployed. We support single sign-on, We support 64-bit operating systems, done a lot of work around security enhancements, and many other areas that are going to make it even easier for you to run the software. And of course, some business process integration work around electronic data interchange. So where can you get an SAP Business One solution? Well, remember I said that we have 41 localizations. Interestingly, those 41 localizations, and you can see them listed here, and the countries where we have localizations are marked in green. There are a number of what we call non-localized countries who are also then able to use those localized versions because they meet the business requirements of those countries. And you can see we deliver 28 languages today because we have just added Arabic and Turkish into our set of languages. So with SAP Business One, you now have for the very first time one application with a single code base that can meet the legal and language requirements of hundreds of countries around the world with one application. And that's very, very important, and one of the reasons why so many large enterprises have standardized on SAP Business One for their smaller subsidiaries around the world, what we call two-tier ERP. So let's get in and let's start to look at some of the specific functionality in SAP Business One. Now, I could take hours to take you through a demonstration of the SAP Business One software. And I'm not going to do it in this session because I'm going to point you to some additional resources at the end of the presentation where you can go and you can view detailed demonstrations of each of these functional areas in SAP Business One. But what I want to do is show you a couple of key things which make SAP Business One very, very easy to use. First one of these is what we call a cockpit. Now, if you're a pilot in an airplane, when you're sitting in the cockpit, what do you have? You have a whole range of instruments that help you keep the plane flying in the right direction at the right height and manage how the entire plane is running to make sure that everything is going smoothly. Well, we deliver in SAP Business One a similar concept, the cockpit, and it is a role-based user interface. You can configure this to meet your specific requirements as an individual user, or you can say, you know what, I'm a salesperson. You deliver the functionality you need for a salesperson. No more, no less. If you're a finance person, same scenario. You deliver the functionality you need, no more, no less. But of course, you still have the ability to move out of the cockpit and access all of the additional functionality in SAP Business One if you have the security levels that allow you to do that. So what do we have in the cockpit? Well, starting from the top left-hand corner, the ability to select which cockpit you want to work in, as well as our standard configuration and our classic navigation options. Going across to the right, we have our search engine, which gives you easy navigation and an easy way to jump to data and functionality inside the application. Widgets, which are little subsets of functionality which give you the ability to view all of your open documents with one click. A complete message and alerting engine that also delivers workflow functionality. So that will tell you when there's something you need to pay attention to in the business, just the same as the instruments in that pilot's cockpit that I was telling you about before. Down the bottom, we have our common transactions and links. So rather than using a menu, you can simply click on the icons of the application functions that you've decided are important for you. And then right in the center of the screen there, we deliver a number of pre-built dashboards that help you monitor the key performance indicators that you've determined are important to you. There are a whole bunch more personalization options that allow you to embed any web application or service information or web feeds into the cockpit. So what I'd like to do now is give you a quick demonstration of the cockpit itself. So this is the cockpit of SAP Business One, and you can see there's a couple of key areas here that I can work with. I have my standard cockpit, and in the cockpit I have what we call our home area. Now, the home area is what I can customize specifically for myself. So I'm able to go in and add any content to this particular cockpit that I want to. But you'll see I've also got a couple of others, the sales, service, finance, and purchasing cockpit. But I've also created an additional cockpit for myself called social media. And I was doing a demonstration of SAP Business One to a number of universities. So I showed them how we could also set up a student cockpit and point that to the university's intranet, just as an example. But in this case, let's take a look at the sales cockpit. So I simply click on sales, and you'll see that in the sales cockpit, we have a sales analysis dashboard. I have an open documents widget, and down the bottom here, you have your messages and alerts widget. And this is where any alerts that the system generates or workflow messages, they'll pop up in here for you. So this is the sales cockpit. So how does the cockpit actually work? Well, let's go back to our home cockpit. Now, let's say, for example, I want to customize the system specifically the way that I want it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my common functions widget up here onto the dashboard. And to do that, up onto the cockpit. So to do that, I just drag and drop the common functions widget up here. And then I go across here into my modules, and this is where I actually have the traditional menu. And I specify which of these modules do I want to include onto my common functions widget. So let's say I'm a salesperson, so I need to be able to enter sales orders. So all I do is open up that menu option, and then I just drag the sales order function across. Now, I also from time to time have to work with the business partners. So I'll go and open up business partners, and I'll drag across business partner master data. And then I'm also responsible for marketing inside my organization. So I'm going to drag across my campaign generation wizard. There's some reports I want to do from time to time, so I can generate those reports from here, from the business partner reports. Or let's say, for example, I can go down here and I can go to my reports area, and this takes all of the reports that are in the system and groups them by module and just stores them down here. So I can go in and say, I'm interested in looking at my business partner reports, and I want to look at my activities overview report. So I'll just drag and drop that across here. So now that's done, in order to activate any one of these functions, I simply click on that one option and I'm good to go. And there you can see there's my sales order entry screen, opens up, ready for me to start entering my sales order. So what's another widget that I can create or I can add to my cockpit? Well, if I go up here to my cockpit again, I'm able to go in and let's say I can drag across my open documents. So I want to be able to see my open documents, and this is all of the documents in the system that I've specified that I want to see. So when I drag this across, I go to settings and I say, you know what, I just want to see my sales quotations, my sales orders, and let's see what else might I want to see in here. Nope, that'll actually do for the time being. So I'll say OK. And there you can see I now have 23 sales quotations and 18 sales orders. Now I can make that a little bit smaller because I've only got the 2 items there. And I can do the same thing here. I can make this widget smaller as well. That then frees me up some more space, and then I can go here and I can drag some dashboards across. So I'll drag my dashboard widget into here, put it roughly where I want it. And then it's going to ask me specifically, what dashboard do you want to put in here? So I'm a salesperson, so again, I'll just say, look, I just want to see my sales analysis dashboard. And I'll say OK. The dashboard now generates, and now I can start playing around with this a little bit. You know, resize it, make sure I can see as much of the information as I need to. I'll just drag that down a little bit further. And there you have it. Now, the great thing about the cockpits is once you've defined it exactly the way you want with the common functions, for example, I can get rid of this entire menu structure, and all I do is I click on my little arrow, and then you'll see what's that now done for me. Well, that's taken the menu system and it's pushed it off to the side because I don't need it anymore. So now I can continue to move these things around just a little bit further. So I'll drag my open documents down, and then I'm going to move this across my common functions. I'll pop that there, and now that gives me the ability to resize my sales analysis dashboard, and I can see a whole bunch of additional information. So there you have it. You know, that's a quick look at how you can set your home cockpit, add a dashboard, add your common functions, and your open documents. Now, just quickly, one of the things that I mentioned before that you're also able to do is you can import content, or you can utilize content from other applications inside SAP Business One. And that's exactly what I've done here in my social media cockpit. So you'll see in the social media cockpit, I've added a browser widget. That's a browser widget there. And all I have to do that is click and drag my browser widget across. Let's just minimize our menu again. And you'll see what have I got here. I now have my Hootsuite application. So this is an application that I utilize for managing all of my social media interactions directly here inside SAP Business One. And of course, I'm able to, from this screen, go ahead and send messages, post to Facebook. I can even take content from here and link it against my business partners in SAP Business One. So this is it's a really good example of how you can take any web-based content and incorporate it with SAP Business One. One other thing that's very, very important in SAP Business One in your cockpit is what we call our search. And there's two different kinds of search. There is a standard search which comes with SAP Business One when you're running on SQL Server. And then there is another search we call enterprise search when you're running with your back-end database being SAP HANA, which is our in-memory database. And we call that enterprise search. Now the difference between the two, standard search takes you to the first level and then you need to drill down. Enterprise search, because it's using in-memory technology, basically pulls all the information that's available for you and makes it incredibly quick and easy for you to jump from one piece of information to another as you're opening up, for example, a business partner and then jumping across into their invoices or looking at their activities or whatever the case may be. But how does this work here? Very, very simple. Let's say, for example, I'm looking for Earthshaker. So Earthshaker is one of my customers, so I can just type as much as I can think of and then I press enter. And what does the search functionality do is it will now go and it will find anything that is related to Earthshaker. So in this particular instance, the master data that it can find is the business partner master data. And here I am in Earthshaker in that business partner master record. And from here, I can go and now look at all the information about Earthshaker. I can see their account balance, use my golden arrow, click there, that will open up a drill down for me and will show me all of the transactions that make up their account balance. And then of course I can go from here and I can click and drill down and see that original transaction. So that's the power and the flexibility of SAP Business One using the dashboards. You can customize to suit your own specific requirements, but at the same time, remember, we have the ability with the cockpit to create these role-based views of the system. One for sales, one for service, one for finance. In fact, you can customize these to meet your own requirements. The next area I'd like to take a quick look at is some of the embedded analytic applications that are available from SAP. So we deliver a fully integrated standard printing and reporting platform. You receive Business Objects technology as part of your SAP Business One purchase. We deliver SAP Crystal Reports, which is the industry standard for transactional reporting design. So you can build compelling embedded real-time reporting with SAP Crystal Reports and deliver very rich documents that you will utilize in your communications. So marketing documents such as invoices, purchase orders, order confirmations, and so on. You can make those as graphically rich as you choose to. We also deliver those powerful visualizations and those dashboards that I was talking about with SAP Crystal Dashboard Design. So we build and deliver a number of those pre-built for you, and they deliver real-time business transparency and clarity. But you also have the ability to purchase the SAP Crystal Dashboard Design tools yourself and build on the standard content that we deliver and add your own. So let's take a quick look at a couple of examples of some of those analytical applications.
Hello and welcome to this demonstration of Pervasive Analytics for SAP Business One, version for SAP HANA. I'd like to show you how easy it is to build analytics into an area of your everyday business activity, such as the Business Partner Master Data. To do this, I'm going to create a very simple query to give me an overview of every sales employee in my company and their sales performance by customer. I will then embed that query into the Business Partner Master Data, providing me with a dynamic report when reviewing customer details. So let's start by navigating to Tools, then Queries, and then the Query Generator to create my very simple query. I'm now going to select the relevant variables from two tables from within SAP Business One. The first table is the OINV table, which is the invoice table in Business One, and the second table is the OSLP table, which contains all employee details. In the OINV table, I would like to display my customer code. I would also like to display the sales employee code. And my document total. In the OSLP table, I'd like to display the sales employee name. I'm now going to execute my query to check that all the relevant details are displayed. Now I'm able to save my query, and I'm going to call it Sales Employee Performance. Once I've saved my query, I can now create a dashboard for my query. In SAP Business One, version for SAP HANA, located under the Tools menu, we have a Dashboard Designer. The Dashboard Designer allows you to transform your query into pervasive analytics as a dashboard inside your master data. In the Dashboard Designer, I'm firstly going to select my base query, which is the Sales Employee Performance query that I created. Next, I'm going to design my dashboard by defining the measures and dimensions for my query. I'm going to choose the document total, and then I'm going to drag the document total to the target measure section, and it will represent the sum of all of the invoice documents. I'm then going to choose the sales employee name and drag it to the target dimensions section. As you can see, my data is now displayed as a chart. There is a range of chart types that you can select from, but we're going to select the column chart. Now I have a visualization of invoice document totals broken down by sales employee. Lastly, I need to define a dashboard name, such as Sales Employee Performance, and my dashboard will then be saved. I now need to link my dashboard to a specific business process or business activity. In this case, I'm going to link my dashboard to my Business Partner Master Data. And then I'm going to link the Business Partner Code dimension to the customer code defined in my query. We've now finished completing our dashboard for the query that we created. I am now going to review one of my customers called Norton Thompson from the Business Partner Master Data in the Business Partners menu. You can see on the right side of my Business Partner Master Data window, there is an Analytics tab. And by clicking on this, it displays several pervasive analytics dashboards, including the one that we've just defined. The dashboard displays 3 sales employees and their sales performance against this particular customer, and I can quickly gain a view of which sales employee is performing the best. Another great feature of having pervasive analytics as a dashboard inside your master data, for example, is the option to display this data in your cockpit. For example, if you go to My Cockpit, Sales, and then Settings within your Dashboard section, you can then select which dashboards you would like to display, such as the Sales Employee Performance Dashboard that we recently created. So now we have a sales employee dashboard that does not have any relation to a specific business partner, but it gives me an overview of all of the sales employees across my organization and their sales performance. This is a great example of demonstrating pervasive analytics in SAP Business One, version for SAP HANA.
So there you have it. There's a quick snapshot of SAP Business One. But again, as I mentioned at the end of the presentation, I'm going to point you to some additional resources that you can go and visit to get more detailed demonstrations of the solution. As a matter of fact, nowadays we have many customers who are purchasing the software just from watching these recorded demonstrations. Of course, we have partners who are available to come out and talk with you about your specific requirements, but if you need to review the software outside normal business hours, maybe on a weekend or whatever the case may be, you can access those recordings as and when you need to. So I talked about this comprehensive lifecycle management when we started off, and this gives you tools that manage the installation, including a silent mode for installation, the maintenance, being able to schedule your backups with advanced options to enable safe recovery, our SAP update notifications and automated software distribution. With the remote support platform version 3.0, we're also able to perform proactive health checks and enables efficient support by providing key data to either your partner or to SAP for what we call a root cause analysis. This is where we look at, when you have an issue with the software, when you're having a challenge, we can look at the data and see exactly what is the root cause of that particular issue. And then, of course, importantly, the upgrade process. The process of moving from one version of SAP Business One to the next is all streamlined by the remote support platform. And it's actually delivered with guided and safe upgrade processes that have a silent mode and recovery. So if something goes wrong with the upgrade, the system will automatically roll back for you. What does this all mean? Lower total cost of ownership. Why? Because we're eliminating or automating time-consuming tasks. We're reducing the training costs because we don't have to teach you so many maintenance tasks because these maintenance tasks are automated. And there's lower costs for support because of the detailed health checking in the system. Not only that, again, this concept of proactive issue reporting will increase your system availability and reduce the system downtime. So all of that is what we call our comprehensive lifecycle management. Mobility is a key area for many organizations today. We know that small and mid-sized enterprises around the world plan to invest in mobile solutions in 2013 and beyond. It's a key focus area. Well, with SAP Business One, we deliver our mobile solution free of charge as part of your SAP Business One license out of the box. It covers, again, all of these important business processes. It runs on the iPhone and the iPad and is available for our software solution partners to co-innovate and extend and distribute applications for specific industries, business processes, or specific technical approaches on various platforms. So the key benefits of these mobile solutions are that they deliver direct connectivity for your managers, executives, sales reps, and service technicians. In fact, anybody that needs access to the system. You can access and maintain real-time information for your company and all of your business partners. You have comprehensive sales and service functionality. And this gives you the ability to not only make real-time business decisions anytime, anywhere, but it also drives higher productivity because it allows you to transact anytime, anywhere. And there are more than 57,000 installations of these applications that have been built for the iPhone and the iPad. So you'll know that you are in good company and that you are not a pioneer because there are tens of thousands of organizations who've gone before you who are utilizing these solutions today. Let's talk about something which really does make a major change in the way that business can be done, and that is SAP HANA. What is SAP HANA? Well, HANA stands for High Performance Analytical Appliance. And what it is a combination of hardware and software that delivers a new solution to a couple of key challenges. So what are the key challenges that SAP HANA addresses? Well, first one, businesses today want and need immediate answers. They need current and complete information. They need extremely flexible options to evaluate that information that's inside their system and make decisions. They want easy to use and cost-effective tools, and these days, no matter what size your business is, the amount of data that you have to manage is growing exponentially. So businesses need to manage those large data volumes, and HANA provides the answer to those challenges. We provide the power and performance of the SAP Business One application running on top of SAP HANA, our in-memory platform. And it gives you the ability to process large volumes of data with speed and high performance, gives you access to accurate real-time data. Quick search provides instant answers. User-friendly reporting is available whilst you're running your business process transactions. It's easy to implement. We deliver ready-to-use content. And more importantly, it's truly affordable. We have an attractive pricing model that's specifically designed for our small business customers. Let's dive in and take a quick look at one example of what we provide with SAP HANA. And I'm going to take you in and I'm going to show you our enterprise search. So that's enterprise search. For those of you who are a little bit more interested in the technical aspects of how all of this runs and how we deliver the SAP HANA options, there are actually two different offerings that you have access to with SAP Business One and SAP HANA. The first of these is SAP Business One Analytics powered by SAP HANA. What this does, this gives you the ability to run a HANA database side by side with your standard Business One application. All of your data is replicated in real time across to the HANA database, and we deliver key features such as enterprise search, dashboards and analytics, and ad hoc interactive reporting together as part of that solution. And the key benefit of this, speed and flexibility with the analytics based on that in-memory database running side by side with your transactional server. So many of our existing Business One customers today make this their first step towards a full in-memory solution. And what is that full in-memory solution? Well, this is where you have not only your analytics, but also your transactions running on that in-memory database. So key features here, we not only deliver those analytics components of enterprise search, dashboards, and the ad hoc interactive reporting, but we also deliver additional functionality. Some examples of these is a new analytical application, which we call Pervasive Analytics. Why is it pervasive? Because it really touches on every single part of your business data, every single part of your business information that is managed by SAP Business One. You can perform those analytics with that. We also have extreme apps, and I'm going to give you a couple of examples of some of those extreme apps. For example, our advanced ATP and cash flow forecasting. The key benefits of running the full SAP Business One on SAP HANA is that you get that performance and innovation with your transactional system running on an in-memory database all on the one box. And that means that you get speed, you get high performance, and you get the ability to start looking at new ways of being able to transact with your customers, new ways of differentiating your business from all of your competitors and going out there and being more profitable and building and generating more revenue. What I'd like to do is give you some links to a couple of these demonstrations of these extreme apps, which are powered by SAP HANA. And Sally Kingston, one of our solution experts, is going to take you through each one of these different demonstrations. But again, at the end of the presentation, there's some more links that I'm going to provide you where you can get access to even more of these demonstrations. Many organizations are really interested now in what's called the cloud. What is the cloud? Well, fundamentally, this is being able to utilize the internet and data centers located anywhere in the world to host and deliver business applications. And with SAP Business One, that's no different. We deliver SAP Business One now in an on-demand model. So it's not just about where the software is deployed, for example, in a data center somewhere out there on the internet, but it's also about giving you the ability to consume that software on a per user, per month basis. So it gives you that on-demand consumption of the software. We can deliver accelerated time to value. Why? Because it's available globally and it's sold, delivered, and operated exclusively by certified SAP partners at a competitive price per user per month. And that cost structure is straightforward. One payment covers software, service, and in many instances, the support. The solution can also scale according to your business needs. It's customizable. It can be deployed quickly while fulfilling specialized needs that you have with those complementary solutions. And automatic updates and maintenance are taken care of by your SAP Business One on-demand partner. What does this mean? It allows you to stay current with the latest technology without having to employ technology experts in your business. Let's take a look at a quick video which will help you understand what SAP Business One On Demand is all about.
You know what your business is. Maybe it's producing or delivering products, offering services to clients, or maybe even helping them to run their own businesses better. And there are also the basic essentials like sales or finance that drive efficiency and new business. However, you also know what your business isn't. Unless you're a water company, you know it doesn't make much sense to go build your own water tower and pipes just to keep the faucets running. You just plug into the existing system and get what you need. So, if you can do this with water, why not with your business too? Well, actually you can. It's the cloud that everyone's talking about, and SAP's Business One is here to make it simple. By using the cloud, you get relief from doing everything in-house. In other words, you can stop maintaining the water tower. Even better, your talented team can be set loose to innovate and make your company better, rather than just fixing what breaks. The cloud also enables your people to have simple, secure remote access to the apps and data they need, from any device or any location you choose. Put simply, you get the top-notch software solution you need, as you need it, hosted by experts who focus on nothing but this, which means upgrades become a snap, and your data is protected by top-of-the-line, constantly evolving security measures. And all this happens at a fraction of the cost of that water tower or server farm. It's time to plug into a new way of looking at IT. Find out more at sap.com/businessone.
Integration is critical. We recognize that for many organizations, not only do they have other applications that they use inside their organization, but they also need to transact together with other organizations. So Business One delivers out-of-the-box integration scenarios for things like dashboards, mobility. We have our business intelligence on demand, outsourced payroll, an automated request for quotation process, as well as a generic interface for web-based point of sale solutions. We deliver subsidiary integration. So what is this? Pre-built scenarios that allow an organization using SAP Business Suite at their head office and NetWeaver to integrate with SAP Business One. So those are scenarios that help you manage master data, manage sales transaction integration, purchasing transaction integration, consolidated headquarters reporting, and finance management. We also deliver ecosystem integration where you can integrate to non-SAP solutions. You can take advantage of these cloud-based extensions and web services, integrate to social networks, integrate with web shops and web services. And of course, you can also integrate SAP Business One to SAP Business One, offering full synchronization, financial consolidation, and distributed operations. So if you have trading partners who are also using SAP Business One, we make it easy for you to integrate with them. And if you have other offices around the world using SAP Business One, then we make it easy to integrate with those other operations as well. I'm going to give you a quick look at an example of integrating with SAP Business One to social networks, because that is an area that is a hot topic for many organizations, and it's a great way of seeing how quick and easy it is to take advantage of this integration. Now, if you're an organization that wants to look at this whole concept of subsidiary and intercompany integration, we have a complete module that's available additionally for SAP Business One, and that's called our Intercompany Integration Solution for SAP Business One. That's on the right-hand side. And that's where we're talking about integrating SAP Business One to SAP Business One. This manages all of your intercompany transactions between your partner companies, between your sister companies, who are running potentially different SAP Business One installations. It handles the financial transactions and consolidation across those Business One systems out of the box, and it helps you automate complex business processes. If you are running SAP Business Suite at a head office, then the integration solution you'll look at is what we call our SAP Business One integration for SAP NetWeaver. And this gives you the ability to run SAP Business One in your subsidiaries with the Business Suite components in your headquarters location. We deliver these pre-built scenarios that help with data harmonization, financial consolidation, business process standardization, and supply chain optimization. And the good thing about this is we deliver these through pre-configured scenarios. It can be extended with customer-specific content. Important point to note, we deliver all of the components for this free of charge with your SAP Business One solution and your SAP Business Suite application, provided you're current on your software maintenance. Of course, the proof of all of this is what the customer experience is all about. And here's 3 examples talking about some of those scenarios that we talked about before. Group SEB, one of the world's largest manufacturers, actually the world's largest manufacturer of small household appliances and cookware. There are 6 SEB products sold every second globally. They have 320 Business One users in 9 subsidiaries around the world, and they have 3,400 Business Suite users globally. And you can see this is their feedback. Business One is the perfect complement to their SAP software for their smaller business units. And the international footprint of SAP ensures that SAP is present wherever Group SEB does business. So again, that's SAP's 41 localizations of the SAP Business One software, but also the size and scale of the SAP Business One organization makes us a great partner for those larger organizations as well. Home Health Products, a company in Germany. They are a medical device and retail company based in Karlsruhe. They implemented Business One in 7 weeks on budget and with only 2 days of user training. They use Business One on the iPad to connect their account executives, which has resulted in hundreds of new leads and thousands of new contacts. And you can see their feedback here that the Business One solution has enabled them to build an integrated business with always-on iPad connectivity, and that's helping them accelerate their direct sales and expansion. Another organization who have used SAP Business One on demand. This is a company called Dryfire, who are a manufacturer of flame-resistant clothing based in Chicago, Illinois, in the United States. They've experienced 100% year-over-year growth in the past 2 years, and they use SAP Business One in the cloud, hosted by a partner, which is helping them save on hardware costs, staffing requirements and provided flexibility for their employees to use the system regardless of their location. Interestingly, they started off with SAP Business One running on-premise, and then they moved to Business One in the cloud. And you can see the feedback here from Glenn, their IT manager. They had a concern about performance before they moved it to the cloud, but now they're actually there. The impact has been minimal, and as he says, often you don't see a difference at all. And in fact, many organizations actually tell us that running Business One in the cloud is even faster than running it on-premise. Why? Because they have access to much more powerful hardware that they are able to just purchase a small slice of that functionality. So very, very important to consider when you're looking at SAP Business One on demand. So let's wrap up. SAP Business One, it's a compact business suite for small enterprises and small and mid-sized enterprises. It's been proven and it's in use with more than 38,000 customers around the world. It's proven to be the perfect fit for large enterprise affiliate and subsidiary companies around the world and is run by more than 300 large enterprises in more than 2,000 affiliates around the world. Global solution with a local focus, 41 country localizations, and 27 languages. Available in flexible and affordable deployments on-premise and on-demand, and enables enterprises to operate worldwide with the many different integration capabilities that are in the solution. We have a solid roadmap, which is available for you in a separate presentation that helps you plan how you're going to adopt these new technologies and also shows you how SAP is helping you by adopting new requirements outlined by you, our customers, and by addressing and responding to new industry trends. And of course, that means that the solution is fully future-proof. That protects the investment that you make as a customer and the investments that you make together with our partners. So more information is available for you. Here's a number of different links. If you're an existing customer and you'd like to learn more about what else is available for your existing SAP solution. Maybe you're contemplating utilizing SAP Business One. Again, here's some resources that are available for you. And of course, you might be considering becoming an SAP Business One partner. I would recommend these resources to you as well. Also, don't forget to take the opportunity to utilize social media. Out on YouTube, there are literally hundreds of videos, many of which I have put together as the SAP Business One product evangelist. You can access many of those through our Facebook page, and you can also access them from our YouTube channels. All you need to do is search for SAP Business One and video on Google, or of course, you can visit my YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/DuffyRichard, and you'll find a whole range of different videos there on that YouTube channel. So with that, I would like to thank you for taking the time to view today's presentation. Hopefully you found it interesting and informative, and it's helped you to understand a little bit more about what SAP Business One is all about. What is the next step? Well, the next step is to talk to one of our SAP Business One partners. And as I mentioned, we have hundreds of partners all around the world. In fact, we have thousands of partners all around the world who can work with you to help you understand whether or not an SAP Business One solution is right for you. Of course, you can also visit our website at www.sap.com/businessone. And I would encourage you to visit that website if you'd like to get in touch with one of our partners specifically. Again, on behalf of everyone at SAP and our partners, I'd like to thank you for joining me. My name is Richard Duffy. I am the SAP Business One product evangelist. If you've got specific questions, feel free to reach out to me. My email address is richard.duffy@sap.com. And of course, you can just search for SAP Business One and Richard Duffy, and you'll find me on the internet, and I'd be more than happy to help you understand further how you can become a best-run business using SAP Business One. Thank you.
So your business is growing, which is good, except it means you've got to change the way things work. See, when you were small, your people could talk to each other directly, exchange information, whatever. But these days, things are not so simple. Your company's bigger, there's more people, they're working remotely or in new locations, and you need to tie them all together. And to make matters worse, all these random spreadsheets and databases you use to run the business don't talk to each other at all. All of this keeps your business from getting to the next level. You need to expand to new product lines, new markets, new suppliers. But since you're drowning in details as it is, there's no way you could pull it off. But what if you could ditch the insanity and get visibility and complete control of your business back, both now and for the future? Well, that's exactly the idea behind Business One from SAP. It's a complete, integrated solution designed exactly for small businesses. It gives complete visibility and control over all facets of your organization at an affordable price. No more one-size-fits-all solutions. Business One is easy to customize to suit your specific needs without needing a huge IT department. So your people can stay connected just like the old days, and everyone gets the info they need, whether they're across the hall or across the globe. And as your needs change, so can the tools you use to manage them. Best of all, Business One gives you business value that you can see and measure. Your people become more productive, your processes are streamlined, your decisions become more strategic. Put simply, you're smarter, faster, more efficient, and more responsive. Which means less headaches for you and more money in the bank. Learn more today at sap.com/businessone.